guys, it's Brianna. So, interesting story. I had a break into my tiny house. And if you guys don't know what tiny house I am talking about, my family got a tiny house, and I'll leave a link down below for anyone who wants to see a tour of this tiny house. But yeah, I had a break into my tiny house within the first month that we've owned it, and I'll give you guys a little bit of backstory about this place and this tiny house and why I went up there. But this tiny house is in a campers association, so there are other RVs and there are other tiny houses that are in this association, and only members are allowed to go into this place. So me and my sister, we made plans to go up to our tiny house. Now, I did not prepare to go camping. Like, I didn't think about going camping. I just thought that we were going up there and that we were going up to the river and we were going to go swimming and all of that. This place is about 40 minutes away from my house, okay? I mean, it's like not terribly far away, but it is far away enough to the point where if you forget something, it's really not worth the drive back. And I did make a vlog about that, and I'm gonna insert the vlog of me kind of talking about it so that you're just not watching me here, but yeah. Anyways. Hey guys, it's Brianna. So, as you can see, I am at my tiny house right now, and no, I am not wearing a bra, I am wearing a swimsuit. Thanks. So yeah, this is what happened. My sister forgot the keys to our tiny house, and not only that, she also forgot the garage fob to open the gate to enter the campers association to get into our tiny house, because there is a gate you have to open to get into the place where our tiny house is, right? She forgot that and the keys, so guess what we had to do? We had to break into our tiny house by opening this window over here. Luckily, we have an AC unit, so that AC unit right there, we were able to open the window because it was already open as it was, and I was able to climb through there, and I did not break the AC unit, thank God. My parents would kill me. And my sister's boyfriend is supposed to come up here too. And now he's just gonna come over to our house, not this house right here, but our actual house where we live, and he's just gonna grab the garage fob and the keys to our place anyways, so it was kind of pointless to break into our house. But now, I am just waiting in my swimsuit, so I don't know why, but we are, and yeah, apparently we're camping now. We weren't supposed to go camping, but I guess now we are, because it takes like half an hour to drive up here, and since my sister's boyfriend has to come over to our house to get the keys, then it's gonna take him like an extra half hour. So yeah, it's like 100 degrees outside, and I'm sorry if it looks like I am sweating in this video, because I am literally sweating in this video. I'm probably gonna go jump in the water, but if anyone wants to see the view of the river again, it's really pretty. I love it. I love my tiny house, but I don't like when I have to break into it. So yeah, basically my sister's boyfriend had to go back to my house, grab the keys, so it's like super time consuming. By the time that we were actually going to go swimming in the river, it was like 6 o'clock. So yeah, it took up a lot of our afternoon, but then we decide to go swimming in this river. And this river has very shallow and very deep ends, and it's like kind of imbalanced. Like, you could literally be walking along this river and then the water will just be like 10 feet deep. Like, it's so random. Or you'll be swimming in the water and then just a giant rock is like sitting there. Like, my sister got the biggest like tube/floaty. She had like this big floaty and she was able to lay down on it, and like her whole body was out of the water. So my sister got that tube, and then I got like the medium-sized inner tube, which means half my body was still in the water. I was able to keep my upper half of my body above the water, but not my lower half. It was kicking in the water. And then my sister's boyfriend, he ended up getting the smallest floaty out of all of us. It literally, this floaty is made for like a toddler to like a kindergartner. Like, it's made for a small child, and he's like over 6 feet tall, and like, yeah, so when he went swimming in the water with this floaty, he ended up just sinking the whole thing into the river, and like he tried to put it in between his legs so that he could like kind of stay afloat, but really he was just sinking the floaty. I'm surprised the floaty didn't break. But yeah, that's how we went rafting down the river, and as we were doing that, we ended up hitting our knees and our shins with so many rocks, and yeah, and like the rocks are also slippery, so it's really hard to stand on these rocks as well. We would go down, like, I don't want to say a waterfall, but they were like really like strong currents, and it's kind of scary going down them because of how many rocks are there, and you can very easily hurt yourself. So my sister decides to go down it first, and then my sister's boyfriend will start to follow her down, and then he's like, nope, I'm not going in. So then he's just like sitting like on this rock kind of near the current, and he's like holding on to the rock, but the current is so strong that it's starting to pull him into the river, and then he grabs onto me, which I don't know why he grabs onto me. Like, I'm not going to be able to help him. Like, he's literally just going to pull me. He's strong enough to pull me down. And then we literally both go down this current. There's no way to stop us. Like, we are on floaties. Like, I'm basically, like, on top of him going down this river. And then my sister's off to the side just laughing because we look like idiots going down this waterfall. But yeah, like, he just grabbed me and then we just both went down the current. So yay! The second current of this river is like even worse than the first one. They both decided to go down this really steep current, and it's really strong. I decided not to go down it because I knew like I was gonna get hurt, but like they kind of like regretted going down it like halfway down this current, so they were just hanging on rocks and they were trying not to go down it all the way, and they were just screaming at the top of their lungs. And it was funny because my sister started falling down it way faster than her boyfriend, so she grabs onto his boxers and just pulls the boxers off of him, and then all you can see is both of them screaming, and I'm just like standing off to the side like, what are you guys doing? After about 2 to 3 hours of going down these like currents and miniature waterfalls in this river, we decided to call it quits just cause like everyone's knees and shins are just like scratched up with how many rocks there were. And I also had like bruises on my legs, so we're just like, yeah, we should probably go back to the tiny house. And it was also getting dark outside. We go back to our tiny house, and we have to go up the currents and stuff just to get out of there. And we're like, okay, we should probably eat dinner or something since it's getting pretty late. But we should shower before we do. Like, we were literally covered in like slime. Like, it was really gross. So our tiny house only has 1 bathroom, 1 shower, and then there's also a lodge that is in the Campers Association, and they have bathrooms and showers. So my sister and her boyfriend were able to go up to the lodge and take a shower and do whatever they needed, and then I decided to stay in this tiny house to take a shower there, and we were just gonna eat dinner and stuff. And I remember my sister's boyfriend specifically asked me to put this pizza in the oven. I was like, okay, yeah, sure, no big deal, I'll just do that after I take a shower. So I go to take a shower, and by the way, you have to turn on the heater every time you go to take a shower, because it's like wasting energy if the heater is constantly on, and it could actually break something if the heater is on all the time. So we have to turn it off for every time we come up to the tiny house. Well, I forgot to turn the heater on before taking a shower, and by the time I was already in the shower, it was like too late for me to go out and turn on the heater, and I just didn't want to do that. So I literally took like a 90-second shower. I was like, okay, I gotta rinse my body, I gotta put soap, and I'm done. Like, I am so cold. So I take a 90-second shower, and I get out of the bathroom, I change into my clothes, and I'm done. Like, it was probably a total of 2 minutes after that I was done. So I decide to put the pizza in the oven. I start like making food. Like, I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten anything since lunch. And this pizza takes about 25 to 30 minutes to cook, okay? And my sister and her boyfriend are up at this lodge taking a shower, and my thought was, okay, they'll probably be up there for maybe like 10 minutes. Like, I only took a 2-minute shower, so they'll probably be down super quickly and then we'll eat or whatever. And I didn't want to leave the tiny house because I just didn't want to leave with the oven on just to go up to the lodge. But by the time it had hit 20 minutes after I put the pizza in the oven, and by the way, I had to preheat the oven, so it's like, it hits 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna take me like 5 to 10 minutes for me to walk up to the lodge, and then try to find them to tell them that the pizza is done. So I go ahead and I walk up this path to get to the lodge so that I can go meet up with them. And I go into the women's restroom, and my sister is gone, like she's not even there. And then I don't go into the men's restroom, but I can hear that the shower is running in the men's restroom. So my only thought was, oh, that's probably her boyfriend. And I literally start yelling at him. I'm like, hey, if you can hear me, the pizza's almost ready. Where's my sister? And like, I was waiting there for like 5 minutes for him to finish. And then he finally came out of the bathroom. And he's like, oh, I don't know where your sister is. She just randomly left. She's probably walking along the park or something. And I'm like, great. So I couldn't find my sister, and her boyfriend was still taking a shower after like 45 minutes, and I don't understand why. He just wanted to take a long-ass shower. So I'm like, okay. So I go back down to the tiny house because I needed to take this pizza out. I finally take the pizza out of this oven, and I start to let it cool. And around this time, my sister finally walked in. Like, it had almost been an hour. Like, they were literally just gonna take showers, and they were gone. And then her boyfriend comes in probably 2 minutes later, and they're like, oh, okay, we'll just eat the pizza now. I remember my sister's boyfriend, he was cutting the pizza, and he's like, why is this pizza so hard? And then when he goes to lift up the pizza, I had forgotten the piece of cardboard in like the pizza. So yeah, I don't cook. I don't ever bake anything, and I didn't even know there was a piece of cardboard in there. And he's like, yeah, you just left this piece of cardboard with the pizza in the oven. And I'm like, oh, great, thanks. And then he takes the cardboard out, and he finally cuts the pizza, and he's like, yeah, this pizza looks a little bit doughy. It probably could have been cooked a bit longer. But I didn't know everyone was gone, so I didn't know what I was supposed to do about that. So we eat the pizza, and then what did we do? I think that was it. We just kind of hung out for the rest of the night. I took the bedroom, my sister took the floor, and then her boyfriend took the futon. And I have no idea why she wouldn't want to just sleep on the bed with me, but she preferred the floor. The bedroom was just like incredibly hot because it doesn't have like the AC unit in it. It's the living room that has the AC unit. So my sister literally put the AC unit down to like 61 degrees. And even then, it still felt really hot in my room. Even though like the tiny house is like 390 square feet, it still felt really warm. But yeah, her boyfriend had to wake up at like 5 in the morning, and because he had the keys and like the garage fob to open up the gate, my sister had to go with him up to the lodge at 5 in the morning just to let him go to work. But that's not the whole story there. He decides to take another shower up at the lodge for like another half an hour, and I'm just like, why did you need to take such long showers? But yeah, he took another shower after taking a shower the night before for like 40 minutes. Oh, and did I also mention that when he went swimming down the river, he was wearing his work t-shirt? Like, he has like a uniform, kind of like a uniform that he has to wear to work. Well, he went swimming with it, and he forgot that he was wearing it, and so he had to go up there and also put it in the dryer, and then after he had his shower, he ended up getting coffee. So my sister was up for like an hour. We were not prepared for anything. I didn't bring anything. Like, we weren't prepared for what we were going to do, and I didn't know we were going camping. And yeah, we went to bed at like 10 p.m. because there was no internet and there was like nothing to do, so we just went to sleep. But I hope you guys liked our little story, and I know this video is really long, but memories. Right, bye.